My name's Phil Lafferty, and I'm speaking on behalf of Voicing CSA. We started our organisation last year, and it became apparent that we weren't getting anywhere until we actually became a community interest company. And from that, people started to listen to us and take notice of what we were doing. And we organised meetings all over the country, and we realised this is going to be a very long, ongoing process because the inquiry could be going on for quite some time. As some of you may know, they've said about 2020 and then 2025, and so we're in it for the long haul. Our meetings are basically about organising speakers that come into the meeting, and we try to attract survivors within the community that we're speaking in. And so far that's proving quite successful, and we're finding survivors all over the place, and they're engaging with the inquiry because the principle of Voicing CSA is to get people to engage with the inquiry into childhood sexual abuse. And our last meeting was at Manchester, and we have been working alongside the IICSA and building up a relationship with them and with the VSCP, which is the Victim Survivors Consultation Panel. And it's no surprise to anybody and people who may knock Voicing CSA for what we're doing, but it's in our objectives. It is what we are doing, and if you don't like it, then that's fine. The independent inquiry is our one-time opportunity. They're not going to do another one in 30 years, they're not going to do another one in 100 years. This is happening today, this is happening now, and we have to get survivors engaging with the inquiry. There are enough people out there that say, oh, it's just another cover-up, it's just an inquiry, and they'll wash over everything and all that. They will not wash over everything if survivors come out of the walls and speak to the inquiry. If you don't engage, then it will fail. Yep. Now, our meeting in Manchester recently, because of the build-up we have with the inquiry team, they actually came for the first time to a support group like ourselves, and actually spoke at our meeting and explained exactly what the Truth Project was all about, which I understand is coming to Nottingham because of the work of the survivors in Nottingham, and I applaud you for that. And we also had one of the VSCP panel come out and speak as well, Daniel Wollstonecraft, who spoke about his own abuse within the Warburton family, and he allowed us to video that, and we've put that out live onto our website at voicingcsa.uk. From that as well, I'm a van driver. I go out in my van every day. I've crashed it yesterday.
So you're not a van driver?
Yeah, it's disputable. But anyway, you know, so like I'm just an ordinary bloke like everybody else that's working within the communities and all that to try and get some action done and everything. And I used to use Facebook to have a laugh with my friends, post bits and bobs, Yorkshire puddings.
Still do.
And still do. And so I wasn't media savvy, but since last year then I've had to start using other mediums and all that, such as Twitter, and getting myself involved in lots of closed groups within Facebook and everything. That's been quite a learning curve for me. But on my path of using Twitter, I noticed that somebody was following me called Samantha Morton. She's an actress. And anyway, I thought, you know, she said that she was from Nottingham. She was a survivor from Beechwood. And I thought, you know, oh, lovely. I didn't really know who she was.
Me either.
And so I carried on sort of like communicating with her and sending her DMs of what was going on at Beechwood and Nottingham and everything. And then when we finally became a CIC, I said to Samantha Morton, because I googled her and found that she is a Hollywood actress with numerous Emmys and BAFTA awards and Golden Globes and everything. She was in one movie with Tom Cruise in Minority Report, and she's continually working. She's not one of these actresses that just gets out there and gives lots of interviews and gets her face known that way. She does it by acting. So anyway, I asked her if she would become our patron, and after a lot of thought she said yes. So thank you very much to Samantha Morton for becoming a patron of Voicing CSA. As I live in Loughborough, I'm quite fortunate to have Nicky Morgan as my MP. She's the Education Minister, and I suppose because she's a Conservative and the Conservatives are in power, so that might change one day. But anyway, Nicky Morgan is following actively what we are doing with Voicing CSA, and next week we have a meeting in Leicester, in Oadby, and you can find the details of that at voicingcsa.uk. Now, Nicky can't make that meeting because I think she's involved in the Stay In Euro referendum, and she's very busy with that. But because of the kind of engagement that we're creating with Voicing CSA, she has asked me to send all the footage of our meeting, because next Saturday we have some senior social workers and survivors that will be talking at our meeting. And the theme of the meeting is educating the educators. And we feel that that is very much an area that Nicky Morgan needs to understand more from the ground level and from authoritative levels, such as the senior caseworkers and university lecturers that are attending. And we are kind of like moving on now. We're going off to Todmorden, which is in the Calder Valley, and having a meeting there. And from our meetings, we get other survivors that are from nearby that then come forward and say they want meetings. So we are growing nice and slowly, baby steps, because we don't want to fall over. We want to keep walking. So if any of you would like to come along to our meeting in Oadby next Saturday, I did tweet Samantha Morton the other night and I invited her along, and she said she'll see what she can do. So that's very nice, because it's not a full commitment, but if she can get there, I know she damn well will. So hopefully if you'd like to attend our meeting next week, you're more than welcome to come along. Alright, so enough from me. Just one more point on survivors. There's a lot of infighting and a lot of disruption that goes on. We are asking for people to unite, and a lot of what we are doing is with Nottingham. And what Nottingham is doing is showing strength, and now Nottingham is helping Voicing CSA in other areas by going out and scouting for us to find places and supporters who will help us with our meeting. So to anybody that actually gets this message, join up, don't fall apart. And just remember, you must ask not what the future can do for your past, but ask what your past can do for the future. Thank you.